What's up, my little moon cakes? Happy full moon.
Whoa.
Hello. All right. My guest can introduce herself.
Hello, hi, I'm Hannah. My channel's Hannah's Recent Reads.
We're both drinking mics.
We're both, cheers.
It's a mood. I always cheers and then never actually take a drink out.
Yeah. That's probably why.
Not me being a shit show already. Oh, fuck. Okay. The Broken Girls.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't make banners for this one. Damn, I'm so flustered. Well, I took notes this time, so I'm not too all over the place. You know, we're semi-prepared around here.
I don't usually do this, but I even dog-eared some pages.
Oh, not the dog ear.
I didn't have tabs with me, so I was like, well, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just doing it.
Yikes. We don't stand dog earing around here.
I don't usually, which is why it's kind of funny that I did. I don't know. I was just feeling it.
It was just that good, huh? So everyone put your ratings in the comments and then we'll share ours. Hannah can go first.
Oh, I really, really liked this. I don't know what I want to rate it. I put a 4 in on Goodreads. But
I didn't even change my Goodreads yet, damn.
I don't even really have any complaints about it. I thought it was really fast-paced, and I really liked it. So 4.5 maybe is what I would sit at. I don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah, see, I was iffy about it too. Like the epilogue was like it was creepy, but I was like, okay, it didn't give me like, oh my god, I'm obsessed, like I'm gonna recommend this to everyone I know type thing. But I still gave it 5 stars.
Yeah, I feel like it's 5 stars, like entertainment wise. Like I was hooked, but then I'm like, did it give me that one special thing to make it 5 stars? But then I was like, am I thinking too hard about this?
Right? That's what I said. I was like, not the microscopic analysis.
Yeah.
Sharni. Yes.
Hi, Sharni.
I'm so glad you participated this month and you got it like last minute from the library. Woo. Freaking love you. Settling for a 4 too. Almost made it to a 5. Yeah. So I was like, okay. It was creepy. It genuinely like creeped me out.
There were some creepy parts. I feel like if it was a movie, I would have had nightmares over it. But because it was in book format, I was like the right level of creeped out.
Yeah, like I was actually like visualizing this fucking ghost and like, hold on, spoiler alert. The fact that it was actually a ghost though, that just made it for me. Cause like
I was so happy.
There are too many freaking books that are like, oh, is it a ghost? Is it paranormal? And then it's not. And then it's like a fucking like, quick question. Is it witchery?
If it wasn't a real ghost, I would have liked it less.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm really glad that it was a legit ghost.
Yeah, I've read way too many books this year where it wasn't, and it's like it gets my hopes up way too high.
Yeah.
Is this worth the read? Yes, Amy. I gave it 5 stars. Yes, and I know you loved Addie LaRue. I know you loved Addie LaRue, so take my word for it. I promise. I gave it a 3.5. Okay. What didn't you like about it? Let us know. 5 stars, 4 stars. There was some weird journalism stuff for me. Got it.
Okay.
Fun fact, I used to want to be in journalism.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I'm like, the media fucking sucks.
I mean,
so, yeah. I'm over it.
But it'd be fun to write about stuff that you enjoy.
Yeah, but like it takes like years for you to get to write stuff that you actually enjoy, you know?
That's true.
I also really liked There Was a Legit Ghost. Yes. And like, I guess we can go into, like, I was going to ask y'all which parts scared you the most.
Oh, I think the parts where, I think the part where Mary Hand was showing the girls, like, whatever scared them the most, like, the parts leading up to that were so creepy. Like, where they'd hear a footstep and they'd turn around and no one was there. And then they'd hear, like, the swishing of her skirt or her veil or whatever. And I was like, ooh.
It was the freaking drowning one for me, where Cece and her mom, I was like, not the bathroom scene and the drowning and the ghost all at one time. Absolutely the fuck not.
The spider one? I don't like spiders. That's my rat for you. I don't like spiders. So like when she was like, "There's a spider," I'm like, "No, not a spider."
Wait, I didn't know that about you. That's hilarious. Jesse's biggest fears. Oh, not me exposing them, but yeah, same with Jesse. But there was another chapter 2. Chapter 2, when they first saw the ghost, that was creepy as fuck. And like,
I thought it was a really good like creep factor with the ghost. Like I thought it was written really well that it like you could feel the creepiness.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the detention scene too, the special detention scene, that creeped me out. The goodnight girl on the window was really creepy.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, yeah. And then finding Sonia in the well really creeped me out.
Oh yeah. I was wondering like if the murders were gonna be related to the ghost.
Yeah, same. I was hoping Mary was the fucking killer.
Right, because I was like, because the prologue, I was like, oh, it's a ghost. But I was kind of hoping that they would be. So maybe that's why it didn't get a full 5 for me. I don't know. I can't pinpoint why not exactly, but
yeah, it was kind of anticlimactic, the reason why Mary was a thing.
Right.
Like that she just used to live there, like, bruh. All that for what?
Right. Like, I didn't mind the reason. I more minded, like, I kind of wanted her to be murderous.
I know. And, like, especially because her name was Mary. Why isn't this showing? Okay, there we go. So kind of wish I owned the copy now. Yeah, it's so worth it. I'm glad I own it, honestly.
Yeah, same.
What was I going to say? Speaking of her name, why did the author need to like feel the need to name multiple characters the same freaking name?
That bothered me too. There was one scene where she was like, they were in the garden. It was when like Sonia had her like PTSD episode and she like fainted and they were like, yeah, Mary said she needs to go to the nurse. And I was like, what the fuck? Mary can talk? Like, I thought she was like, Mary. I was all concerned, and then they said like, yeah, Mary, whatever her name was, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was Mary Van Wharton or whatever.
Yeah,
and then there was Margaret Eden, and then Margaret Kevin.
Yeah, that was too many similar names.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, for what? Oh, Joan gave it 3 stars. Oh no, you didn't like it? Or is it like a high 3 stars? Gave it 4 stars. Love the audiobook so much. Oh my god, wait, you listened to the audiobook, right, Hannah?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the audiobook is really good.
Yeah, I was saying throughout my entire vlog, I was like, I can't. I'm glad I don't have the audiobook because I feel like did they sing and shit and like have like creepy sound effects? Because that's what
I don't think they had any sound effects or singing or anything. They just, I don't know. I liked it. It wasn't like have you listened to the Turn of the Key audiobook? They do like creepy sound effects in that one, which was fine. But I don't think they did that in this one.
I'm thinking of making that a book club pick too, like in one of the months. Yeah, in one of the months that it, like the full moon is super early because I feel like everyone and their mamas has read that book. So
it's a popular one.
I thought that a lot of Fiona's investigation just came too easily. Really? I feel like everything made sense and like everything was super well paced. And like the way that you as a reader like found things out before the characters was really cool because then the author didn't like when they repeated information, it didn't feel redundant, if that makes sense. You know, like when Fiona would find stuff out that you as a reader already knew, like it wasn't like annoying or like
things, yeah, it was kind of fun because you're like, ooh, she's getting to it. Like, where's she gonna take this?
Yeah, so I thought everything was like the gothic writing was there, so like the slowy, what the fuck? The slower pace was there, but then the fast pace of a thriller was also there. So I thought it was like freaking flawless, honestly.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, no, it's okay. Don't be sorry. This is my first time joining. Thank you so much for participating. Y'all make me so happy. I cannot. I also wanted it to be supernatural fully and not whatever it was at the end. Whatever it was at the end. What was at the end? Not me forgetting the end.
Maybe because the murders weren't the supernatural aspect.
Oh, yeah, probably. It's probably what you mean, right, Joan? Let us know.
Maybe.
Elaborate. Yeah, like I said, I thought the epilogue was like the only kind of unnecessary part, but it still creeped me out kind of.
Yeah, like, I like that they like exhumed her body from the garden, but then it's like kind of ambiguous because Fiona saw Mary Hand, and it's like, okay, if she gets a proper burial, is she just like Dunsies being a scary ghost, or?
Okay, so it was Mary that they found in the epilogue, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was slightly confused about. And then she was holding the freaking baby. It was the baby for me.
You're just done.
And then every time that fucking baby would wail whenever they saw Mary's ghost, I was like, please, let me live. I liked the reason. I liked that Mary's ghost wasn't the one that was the murder because it kind of felt like she was there as a warning to the girls and what suppression of men can do to women. Oh, not the death.
I mean, I liked the reason for the murders too. Like it made sense. Like the 1990 ones, like it made sense, and I liked how they talked about like how the police were trying to cover it up, and how like corrupt police are. So I liked that aspect of the book because I was like, those are the parts that I dog-eared because I was like, yes, bitch.
Oh my god, fucking Garrett. That was
I was like, so mad.
That was probably one of my favorite scenes when Fiona was fucking running. Wait.
Yeah,
Fiona.
Yeah.
When she was running and like busting her shit and then waking up.
Busted. Yeah, I like that she I like that she ran and used Mary Hand against him. Like she was like, I can deal with my shit. Like I'll run through this field and see like the scariest thing of my life, but bring it on, Garrett.
Fucking Garrett. I could not.
He's such a snake.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes. That's when my jaw like fucking dropped.
What I literally wrote down in my notes when she went to that dinner with Jamie's parents, I was like, I don't like him. He just seems like off. And then when she went and talked to that guy that like does the drug rehab or whatever, and he was like telling her like, yeah, no, I saw his cruiser, and like she pieced it all together, and I was like, I knew it. I knew he was bad. I knew it.
Honestly, that's the part that I zoned out the most because there were just too many men in one chapter, and I was like, where are these people coming from? Like, but speaking of
it was the big reveal. You finally pieced it all together. She finally figured out like what was the reason why her sister died.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. Speaking of men though, Jamie and
didn't
Fiona,
like him.
I could not with them. I like looked at the back of the book and it has like freaking discussion questions or whatever. And a lot of the questions that I wanted to ask were actually in that. So I was like, damn, look at me nailing things on the head. But one of them was what?
I said, I wonder if my copy has that. It does not.
Yours is book of the month, so probably not. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
One of them was how do you feel about Jamie and Fiona's relationship, and like, was it a healthy one? I didn't think so. Like, I didn't even like. In the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, cute. They're dating. Like, they're figuring this shit out. Like, have you watched Suits?
Mm-mm.
Damn. They reminded me, if any of y'all in the comments have watched Suits, Meghan Markle, wait, is that her name?
Yes.
That's her name, right?
I think so. Yes, I think so.
Megan's character and then Mike in the show, their relationship reminded me of Jamie and Fiona. Just a side note. But yeah, I was confused at first. I was like, wait, are they just fuck buddies or are they actually dating? And then like he wanted her to meet the parents. And then like she knew all those things and then they knew all these things about her. And I was just like,
I didn't really care about Jamie. I think the only reason why he was like relevant was to connect her to the corrupt chief of police.
That's
like
so
to
true.
Give her that avenue of like meeting him, I guess. But like,
that's so true. That was
I immediately was like, fuck this guy here, because when she was like, look into this case here, this Helen Heyer case, like something's going on. The police definitely covered it up. And he was like, there's like a bunch of different reasons for that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just shut up. You just sound dumb now.
And then he's like, let's just book.
Yeah. He's like, let's not do this now. Let's do something else. And it's like, can you not?
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely like super immature. And like that comes with like their age difference too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what the author meant to do, but he was definitely like I could not.
I didn't care.
I also did the audiobook. I liked it. I feel like it wasn't as scary as I wanted it to be, and I got bored with some of the cop investigation stuff. I wanted more of the creepy boarding school parts. True.
Yeah. I really liked the boarding school parts. Those are probably my favorite. Like, if I had to choose which timeline I liked the 1950 timeline because I really liked the girls, and I really liked the boarding school, like haunted boarding school aspect of it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. That was one of my questions too. Which timeline did you prefer? That's usually my questions when my books have dual timelines. But
which one did you like?
Obviously I like the creepy boarding school parts, but like I said, one of my favorite scenes was like the running part, the Fiona running part. So like, I don't know. In my vlog, I was like perplexed too. I was like conflicted. Yeah, I don't know. What I said in my vlog, spoiler, was that I feel like the author did such a good job like intertwining and interweaving.
It was a good balance.
Yeah, that like it's hard to choose a preference because they were both necessary for each other to like work, you know?
Yeah.
They felt so interconnected and like woven together that yeah.
Totally
and then
agree.
the way all the ew, not my Chicago accent. all the characters, how they like came together at the end was really well done.
I did not guess that Margaret was Katie.
Me neither. Yeah,
that was a big twist for me because I was like, should I have guessed that? Because I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah, no, they probably like at one point mentioned her middle name once. And like
maybe, yeah,
that was definitely a good twist.
Yeah,
especially with like all the name things going on and like so many characters at once. Like it was definitely hard to guess any of the twists, honestly.
So. Yeah, I didn't see it coming.
No, there wasn't any creepy sound effects or anything like in the Diviners. I need to reread the Diviners. I read it once and it took me like a month.
I DNF'd it.
Oof, yeah, I don't blame you. I hated the whole like I heard the Diviners audiobook has singing in it because of that.
It does.
Yeah, that fucking poltergeist or whatever.
Yep. Naughty John.
Naughty John. That's the name. But I do want to read the series if I end up liking it again. I have the Diviners in like a special edition from Half Price Books. But Rebecca Loman is my favorite audiobook narrator, so I'm biased already. I remember you saying that. Because she also...
Is that who narrated this? Rebecca Loman?
Yes. She also narrated Landline by Rainbow Rowell.
Right? And Fangirl? Question mark? Because I thought that when I listened to this, I was like, I've heard this voice before. Was it from Fangirl? Now I have to look.
I think it's Addie LaRue too.
Oh, really?
I think that's what Cammie told me. Damn, I'm behind on comments. Hold up.
Oh.
It just felt convenient at some points. Like Sarah having the records just seemed too easy for me. Sarah having the records. That's fair. I guess, but like...
The alternative is that they would have been thrown away or burned or dumped and put in the dump or whatever.
I guess I could see like how when Sarah called Fiona, that was kind of convenient.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty convenient. Rather than like stumbling across them for some other reason. It's confirmed. Fangirl is narrated by Rebecca Loman.
Sick. What the
Not
fuck?
That anybody was on the edge of their seats.
What?
I said not that anybody was on the edge of their seats for that information.
I just saw my own shadow and I thought it was a mouse.
Oh,
I want to read Simone St. James' other book as well. Okay, yeah, that was one of my questions. Have y'all ever read any of her books? Their books?
I have not. I did like midway through The Broken Girls. I put Sundown Motel on my TBR, but I saw not great ratings for it.
I've only read The Sundown Motel, but I put all the other ones on my TBR, but the covers are fucking hideous of all her.
I know, I looked through them on Goodreads and I was like,
But I like the titles though. Like they're very captivating titles. So I'm like, maybe? What was I gonna say? But yeah, The Sundown Motel I gave, I think, 4 stars.
Okay.
But I think if you like this one, you'd like The Sundown Motel because it's dual timelines. It's very similar in plot, like the family members trying to figure out a murder from years ago. And it's just a different setting, basically.
Okay.
And it is like it creeped me out. I listened to it on audio, and I still gave it 4 stars. So
I feel like we need to talk about the fact that we both enjoyed this book.
Oh yeah! Why did we gloss over
that? Can we celebrate that somehow?
Oh my god, we seriously need I need to like literally compile this list physically. Like I need to write this.
It would be a very long list.
I know, but it'd be so.
It's be satisfying to write another one at the bottom. Like, yes. Oh, we did it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that soon. You gotta remind me.
Okay.
The gothic elements were chef's kiss. I agree. Agreed. The narrative irony and pacing of reveals was so cool. Fiona's relationship to journalism was weird as fuck. I felt like she was more of like a forensic investigator. Like she was really good at like knowing when people were lying and then like observing all the details and stuff. So
I feel like she didn't even need to be a journalist. Like she had motive to try to solve, like to look into her own sister's murder. She didn't need to be a journalist that was like, oh, I'm going to crack this case for my newspaper. Like she already had motive, so she didn't really need to be a journalist.
That's true.
But I didn't mind the journalism bits.
Yeah, I didn't mind either. And plus she was dating Jamie, so like she had an in that way.
Right.
I think the only way she like actively used it in the investigation was to tell the people that she works for Lovely Vermont, right? Lively Vermont?
Right. Lively.
Yeah.
I kind of like that the cops didn't like her because she was like, bitch, I don't like you either. She like walked in and they were like, I'll have to check with my supervisor if you can even be in here. And she was like, go for it. You already know my name. Bye.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene. Yeah, she was on some queen shit.
I like
for that. Sure. I think the ending just confused me. What about it confused you? I really liked the historical elements too. Like I wasn't expecting all that like Nazi concentration camp.
Yeah, the Ravensbrück stuff.
Yeah. I think that was super well done. Is Ravensbrück real?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
So you could tell that Simone St. James definitely did their research.
Yeah.
I also like that the cop boyfriend eventually was like, fuck the police.
Same.
Yeah, because he wanted
to I'm not going to be a cop anymore. I was like, all right, good for you.
Because he wanted to fuck Fiona. That's why. That's why he said fuck the police.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I thought it was hilarious. Huh?
I said, honestly, though, fuck the police.
I thought it was hilarious, though, when he was like, I think I'm going to take up woodworking. Maybe buy an apple orchard. And I was like, bruh. I cackled. Yes, and yes. I did enjoy the commentary on police being corrupt and awful. The way I just wanted to finish this book and I didn't look in depth into anything.
Yeah, I liked that it covered that. And I do like I know it's not always realistic, but I liked how in the end, like that police station was like gonna get fucked. Like that's not always the case. So it was nice to see it in like a fictional book. I'm like, just give us the happy ending. Don't let them get away with this.
True. All the cool parallels between generational trauma of young women being unbelievable and brushed aside. This idea that the times may change, but women are bonded by pain. It was really interesting. Wow. That was really well said.
Yes, profound.
Yes, agreed. The whole fuck cops narrative is A+. I have a book of the month copy too. I bought it on Pango Books. Oh, nice. I've never used Pango Books, but I know Jessie has been sponsored by them. So it's pretty cool. I wanted to deck Jamie half the time.
Yeah. He needed a good slap every couple pages, honestly.
For real. I feel like a lot of books that have guys named Jamie in it are usually unlikable characters. I don't know. It's a J name. It's the toxic J name.
The J name.
For real. I didn't even notice. Oh my god, that's hilarious. The real love story, Cece and Katie, no big deal. The way I really wanted this to be sapphic because I wanted to read it for Sapphicathon because I
kind of was hoping that it would end up being that in the end. Like Margaret's like, yeah, I married this guy for his money. Now he's dead, so I'm about to go be happy with my girlfriend. Like, I kind of wanted that.
No, not the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I thought they were going to be a cute detective team, but I didn't like them together. Right, exactly.
Yeah, same Sharni.
The relationship was born out of toxicity, so I didn't like it either. Been there, done that. Sonia/Katie gave me sapphic vibes. Literally texted Hannah and I was like, is Sonia lesbian? Please tell me she's lesbian so I can count this for Sapphicathon. He was boring. Agreed. He had 0 personality. Yes. And I think Jamie was also there as a kind of hope for change, people from generation to generation, because once he realized the truth, he's like, wow, my dad is a piece of shit.
That was nice too.
The snap didn't come out.
The snap.
Preach, sis. I personally would not be able to continue dating a guy whose father tried to literally murder me. Oh my god, there was this one line where Fiona was like, his mother hates me and his father tried to kill me. This is never going to work.
Like, yeah.
I was like, you fucking think? Jeez. I was reading the whole time for the boarding school sections. Fair. Like we said, I think it did a good job, like, with the balance of both timelines.
It was a good balance.
Mm-hmm. I loved when Katie came through and then she was like, girls, she knows. And they all
that was walk out of her like dining room, like they're just lurking there. Like,
that was so iconic. I loved it. Loved the 1950 timeline. Wanted more boarding school and less Fiona. Fair. I liked both, but I preferred the boarding school one because I'm a sucker for female friendships in schools.
I was not sure how that was gonna go at the start. I was like, are they gonna be like against each other? Like, I thought maybe they'd be like, you know, being mean to each other. So you'd be thinking like, is it the ghost or is it the girls playing pranks on each other? True. So then I really liked that they were all like a little family.
I was kind of hoping one of them would be the murderer, but you know, can't have it all.
I wasn't rooting for that at all.
I love the timeline in the past too. Love the creepy boarding school stuff. Yeah, any book that has a school and has murder, recommend to me, please. I would love Rex. I did not think for a minute that Margaret was Katie. Same.
Yep.
Wild. Me either. I had a feeling she was connected to the school, but I had no idea she was Margaret. Yeah, I was shook. Shook it. Everyone's middle name was Margaret in the olden times, so how are we supposed to? Oh my god. I wonder if that's why there were multiple characters with the same names.
Maybe because it was like a common thing.
And like a red herring. A subtle one.
Yeah, could be.
Crazy. My grandmother's middle name was Margaret, and that is my only evidence for this. God, I fucking love you. I love the Diviner series, but if Hannah didn't like it, doesn't that mean you'll love it, Jan? True.
Possibly.
I read the Diviners like early college, I think. And yeah, it was obviously during college, so I was like doing other shit and couldn't read fast. So it took me literally a month. But yeah, maybe I'll read it again and I'll probably love it. Yes, and I like, surprisingly, I still remember a lot from this book, even though it's thick and a lot was going on. But I heard the fourth one.
I don't remember how far I made it into it, but like 100 pages maybe. I didn't like Evie.
Fair.
She was annoying.
Have you read The City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert?
No.
Or it's just City of Girls. They're kind of similar, but like City of Girls is like historical fiction version. Oh wait, I guess The Diviners is historical fiction too.
Yeah, because it's 20s.
Yeah,
1920s. We gotta specify now.
True, but also fantasy. but City of Girls wasn't fantasy.
Oh.
Or wait. I don't know. Never mind. Moving on. Yes, I'm fangirl. Love the Sundown Motel. Yeah, I really liked it. When I read Sundown Motel, I kept hearing Hotel California in my head. Kevin fell asleep, y'all. I'm dead. Oh. That's why I keep reading. I read Sundown Motel right after finishing this one. Did you like it? Let me know. I was confused on who the killer of Sonia was. I listened twice and wasn't sure. Was it the Nazi lady? Yes. So it was Rosa Bertzel or whatever. Berlitz, yeah. It was kind of anticlimactic for me that.
Yeah, same.
That was the killer.
It was just like what a coincidence. What a horrible coincidence. Like, she went to go visit her family, and then she decided to come back early, so she had to go to the train station to change her ticket, or bus station to change her ticket. And that one Nazi happened to be working there and recognized her out of everybody at the camp. And was like, guess I'm gonna have to kill you now.
I was wondering if they mentioned Rosa like towards the beginning, because I vaguely remember her name, but I don't remember in what context she was.
I don't know that. I know it was probably when Sonia got that notebook and was like drawing stuff. She might have mentioned it then, but I don't know.
Oh my god, that whole diary thing, especially when Fiona asked for it, I was like, okay, not Anne Frank vibes. Like,
oh, that was a weird request, like, to ask her, like, not that they're her family, but like the people who were closest to her, to have the thing that was like the most important to her, like this really personal item, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, and she wanted to basically like exploit it, you know, like.
Right.
I don't know. I would have just asked for money, but that's just me. The guy who killed Fiona's sister was in the future. Yeah. So Tim Christopher. I really liked those aspects too, because it made me want to read true crime again. I haven't read true crime in so long. But okay, so let's get this straight. So Tim Christopher killed Helen.
Yes.
But not Deb.
No, he killed Deb too.
Oh, he killed Deb too.
Yeah, and the police chief, Jamie's dad.
Oh yeah, tried to cover it up
because he's a good kid. He just gets angry sometimes.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this was when Tim Christopher placed her in the middle of the field and freaked out.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yep. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I think I just got really lost on that end. I think dual timelines confused me a lot. Yeah, I could see that. I think this one was really well done though. But yeah, I could see how it can get confusing. It was like you know it's well done when it's like detached from each other and you could like tell which one's which and which characters are from which timeline and who's who. But also it's like all interconnected, interweaved, whatever the fuck. Evie is so annoying. Yeah, she was super immature from my memory. I hated City of Girls. Oh. Did I know this? I don't remember if I knew this about you, Sharni. That's hilarious. Yeah, Sharni and I are also hit or miss with our book tastes. It was also the first book to have a concentration scene that made me cry since Paper Heart Girls. What's Paper Heart Girls? Is that historical fiction?
I think so.
Got it. Okay, let me see if Who was your favorite character? And people in the comments could answer as well. My favorite character was Sonia because she was bookish as hell.
I was gonna say Sonia. Either Sonia or Katie. I kind of liked how Katie is like super clever.
Yeah, true.
But I liked Sonia, but like I knew she died right away, so I kind of distanced myself from getting too connected to her, but I did really like Sonia.
Yeah, I liked her like throughout, but Katie I only liked at the end. So, I also Katie because she was a bitch.
Yeah.
I also really liked how like each of the girls, because usually when you have like a friend group, what the fuck? It's hard to distinguish them and like have distinct personalities and stuff, but like this one you could tell like which one was which. Yeah. So that was cool. Which parts? Oh, I guess we already talked about that. Which parts freaked you out the most or shocked you the most? Yeah, the Margaret Eden thing shocked me the most.
Yep. Didn't see that coming.
Me neither. I think those are all my questions, but I'm gonna look at my notes.
Do you have anything? Like I should have suspected that she was one of the girls when she asked for the records of the school. Like she asked through her son. Her son asked Fiona and was like, "Hey, we know you have the records. We want them because they belong at the school." And Fiona's like, no, they stopped being school property as soon as they were sent to go to the garbage. And it's like, why would you want those? I didn't even think about that until now. Like, why would you want those if you weren't like connected to the school somehow?
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, no.
Also, how did they know that she knew, like, that she had them? Was that ever revealed? Did I just miss that? Like, how did they find that out?
Phone a friend, because I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't remember how they would have known. Like, did Katie have somebody, like, investigating Fiona? Question mark? Am I making that up? I might be making that up.
I think you're making that up. I don't remember that.
I might be.
Wait, okay, hold on. So was Joseph Eden also Anthony?
No, I think Joseph was Anthony's dad.
Okay.
He was the one that Katie ended up marrying.
Right, okay, so Joseph was Cece's half-brother, and then Anthony was the son that helped get the records?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think they revealed it, or if they did, I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna go with they didn't, since we have a third opinion now.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh my god, speaking of Naomi, is she here? I don't want to expose this if she's here, but Cammie's here. So Cammie told me that when Naomi visited her, she fainted at CVS, and on page 66, there was this line that reminded me of that, and I cackled, and I just wanted to get that out there, Cammie, since you're here. But yeah. The descriptive language, though, of this book, like the writing was just amazing. I don't know. I can't think of a better word.
Yeah, I liked the writing.
Like I could
it was really well done.
Like I could smell the freaking rotting corpses.
Yeah, like the imagery of it and everything. The descriptions were so good. Yeah,
that's definitely what made it the most creepy. The writing itself. Let me see. Made me want to read true crime again. Damn, we did well. Oh, I also wrote down Sarah London's memory was impressive as fuck.
Yeah, she's this little old lady. You know what else though? The like the ice cream parlor guy. Yeah. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. He was like, I remember like what he was wearing and all this. It's like, bruh, that was 20 years ago. You don't remember what he's wearing.
True. Yeah, he was like the red flannel and a baseball.
Yeah. I was like,
but like also if it was like traumatizing and like all over the news, I don't know. There's some things.
Yeah, but it wasn't though, because they were just saying they saw him at the ice cream parlor, and then they later found out that he was possibly the murderer. And then so they were like, oh yeah, he was wearing a red flannel and dark jeans with yellow sneakers.
True. Not Arthur. Like... oh wait, yellow sweater would be. Never mind.
Yellow sweater.
She put it in a vlog. Oh yeah, I did watch that vlog when she exposed herself. LOL. Oh. I just feel bad because she's not here. No, like, I think the niece of the teacher told Fiona that she still had the records. The niece of the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. To Fiona.
Yeah, but like, how did
Margaret
Eaton and Margaret and Katie find out that she knew that? Like,
yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah. So when on page 100, Sarah's niece was insisting Sarah was a good woman, right? And then Fiona was like, why does she keep insisting? Like, there's gotta be a reason. And then you find out that it's because of the records, not because she's the murderer. And I was like, that was anticlimactic.
Yep. And she like called her like literally like 2 pages after she left, and she's like, okay, fine, we have the records.
I know. I was like, oh, how convenient. And then I also wrote down the textbook margins. And how I was like, why is this the Mean Girls burn book right now? Like, I thought that was so funny. And then also, that one scene when Katie was punished for no reason, when Mary, I was like, what is a ship?
That was the special detention scene with the spiders.
Oh, okay, yeah, I might have just
because something Mary did, and the teacher was like, I'm not gonna accept that it was a ghost, so I'm gonna blame it on you.
Oh yeah. Also, trigger warnings for sexual harassment, parental abuse. I might have missed some, but those were the ones I wrote down. Drowning, murder. But
ghosts.
Ghosts. Fiona seeing Mary on the field without knowing who she was. That freaked me out too. And then
when she's like slowly walking out there, and she's like, she sees everything, like the stuff that people left on the field or whatever. And so she's like walking closer to this woman in a black veil and a black dress. Oh, so she's like, didn't she hear something too? She heard her say something, and she was like, who are you? And then that one guy was like, hey, you're going the wrong way. Come with me. Don't say anything. She can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then that whole, like, hold still, and then, like, don't let her in. When she saw Deb, when Fiona saw Deb and was like, do not let her in. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wait, I want to say the overuse. So, you know how, like, in books, the author usually has like a favorite word that they just keep using and overusing throughout the book.
What was the one in this book?
Stark. And that is Kevin's cat's name. So I thought it was fucking weird. It was I circled it every time. It was at least 10 times, maybe 15, maybe more, but it was everywhere.
I did not notice that.
It was Stark and detritus. She kept using detritus too. I don't know.
I do remember that word because it's not a normal word. It stands out, you know?
Yeah, that one was only a couple times, but Stark was like prominently used. It was, yeah. I just thought it was funny that they were using possible iron deficiency as a code word for their period. Yeah.
The 1950s, man.
Is that real? Is that like a fact?
Yeah.
They used that in 1950? That's wild.
Yep. It's also crazy to think, because like 1950, although it does seem like it was a long time ago, it doesn't seem like that long ago that PTSD wasn't acknowledged yet, and like the term flashback hadn't been used yet. Like I was like, dang, I guess that makes sense, but like I kind of it feels 1950 was a long time ago, 70 friggin' years ago, but like so far back that they didn't know what PTSD was. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Especially because it was like after wars and stuff.
Yeah, people needed help and they had no idea what to do. They were just like, shove it under the rug, pretend it's all fine.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
That's crazy.
And then going back to how Garrett was an asshole, when we first found out that he was an asshole, well, at least when I was like, oh, hell no. When he was like, Tim Christopher was a good man too before his life was ruined.
Yeah, instantly I was like, you're not a good person.
I was shook.
Yeah. And the fact that Fiona was like, I know that he's going to try to hurt me here. And then he said all that stuff like about Tim Christopher being a good guy and like.
Oh my God. I just remembered the fucking. This is never gonna work. His dad tried to murder me. His mom hates me. I can't get over that line. PTSD studies started in the late 60s?
I think so.
Fun facts with Joan.
A lot of like psychological and mental health things are pretty recent if you think about it. Like,
true.
We're still only just learning the beginnings of it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the DSM, I almost said DSM-5. The DSM is, like, constantly updated, so. Yeah, that's crazy. I used to want to be a wow, why can't I speak? A psychology major, and I wanted to be a school psychologist.
It's really fascinating stuff.
Yeah, I just have it as a minor now. And he's snoring.
I heard that.
What's it called? It was just a compromise for my mom because she wanted me to be in the medical field. So, yeah. So no more of that. I was like, damn, he'd be one of those people who blame SA survivors for anything that happened to them.
He literally was. He was like, yeah, those girls made him angry, so that's why he ended up killing them. Like, what can you do?
Ew, I hate the name Garrett too. I don't know. It
makes me hate it more.
Right? I always joke to my friends if I was born, even when my parents were, I would have lived my whole life in an asylum. Oh my god. That's such a dark joke.
That is a dark joke. It's a good one, though.
I'm freaking dead. Do you have any final thoughts? I
think we covered a lot of good stuff.
Really?
I really liked it. I'm just really glad that it was a true ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. These are like, I don't know. I was surprised because I know Reading with Jess made this a book club pick for her book club too at one point recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I thought it was like a book that was like on the back burner for everyone. Like people forgot about this book because of the Sundown Motel. But I'm really glad I picked it.
I am really glad you picked it too. I'm glad that this was one that we liked. We both liked it.
Crazy. I think it's getting better because I feel like all roads lead here is going to be one or the other.
Really?
I feel like one of us is going to hate it and one of us is going to love it.
I have no idea when we're going to be able to read that because every time I think about reading a 500 to 600 page romance now,
yeah,
I just don't want to. I'm not in a romance reading mood anymore.
I kind of am. It's like off and on. I just got The Spanish Love Deception on Kindle. Did you read that?
I love that one. That's one of my favorite books of the year.
Okay, I will check that out. And I'm trying to
hope you like it. I really hope you like it.
I also got Her Soul to Take on Kindle.
Oh. I haven't read that one yet.
But those are like such huge, like long romances. So I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to think if I feel like I recently bought a romance, but I don't remember. Anyway. Oh my god, there's more comment. Yeah, and Roberta's parents sent her to boarding school because she wasn't speaking after seeing her uncle. Oh, I forgot about that. Silent patient vibes.
Didn't they even mention in the book too, like somebody went to therapy and it was like supposed to be kept hush hush. That was even in like the 90s.
Really?
That people were like, oh, don't want to go to therapy because otherwise you know that you have issues. Like,
oh, right.
Spoiler alert, everyone has issues. Everybody should probably be going to therapy.
Preach. They really didn't know what to do with mental health issues. Not issues. Yep. Oh my god, I hate myself. Really liked it. I'm glad you picked it too because it's been on my TBR for so long. Yes, I've had this on my shelves forever. I really like the cover.
I remember when it came out in like 2018, but I just never got to it because I was saving it for, when I was in a thriller mood and I never ended up getting to it. So I'm really glad.
It makes me like I haven't been reading thrillers lately, and I definitely want to read more now after this.
Same.
And I really like how I matched. Like I was really proud of this moment.
Good outfit. Did you? Oh, you did. No, you took a picture with it. I was gonna say you should take a picture with it.
Yeah, just on my story though. But yeah, I didn't remember this coming out at all. I don't remember how I heard about this book, but
yeah. I think I remember Olivia Reads a Latte mentioning it. I might be making that up again. I do that sometimes. I shouldn't say things if I'm not sure.
Relatable. I never would have read this if not for the book club. So glad we enjoyed it. Aw, cutie. I love that. That makes my heart feel so warm.
Yeah.
I love Friends to Lovers and Second Chance Romance so much. Not me and Kevin's relationship.
Nope.
Have you guys read You've Reached Sam? Yes. I loved it.
Is this a bot? I don't think I'll be able to.
Is this a bot? Because it kind of, like, the name sounds like Hanya Yanagihara. Like, you know, the author of A Little Life.
Yeah. It's a pretty specific question, though.
But this is also, no, I don't know. How many books have y'all read this year? I've read 190. This was my 190th book.
160 something?
I want to try to shoot for 200, and I'm just going to read like a bunch of short books.
Do it.
That'd be freaking
169 books.
Hey, I still have to read. Oh, no, it's my name. LOL. Sorry. I don't know why I said that out loud. Like, I should have kept that to myself. I definitely want to read Dreaming of You, which is Cami and Naomi's book club pick for this month.
Burrowsand Books.
And it's super short, yeah. So I want to read that. I want to finish Tomie by Junji Ito because it's a manga.
Oh, that would be a good one because it's a manga.
Yeah, and then I have a bunch of books that have like short chapters, so I'm excited. Addie LaRue reread, spoiler, is not going well. I'm on page 70 still.
Like not going well, like you're just taking a long time to read it, or like not going well, like not your favorite book anymore?
See, I think
Jan!
No, I don't know yet because I haven't gotten to like the thick of it, but like I've been on page 70 for fucking weeks. And I feel like I was justifying it in my vlog, and I was like, I'm just taking my time because I know the story and I'm trying to absorb the writing and like whatever. But I tried reading it again today for Sapakathon, and I was like, oof. But But I think I just have to like binge it again and then like, you know, be in my feels. I was just everywhere. And plus like today Kevin DNF'd it. I made him DNF it because I know he wasn't liking it. So I was like, don't force yourself. He's like, I don't want to DNF. And I was like, not you using booktube terms. But yeah, I gave him rock, paper, scissors instead. Because he always, have you read Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Yes.
Yeah, so he loves Scotland. So I was like, okay.
That's another good, like, fast-paced thriller.
I loved it. Wait, did you love it?
I loved it.
Did you give
I think I gave it 4 stars, and I think you gave it 5, right?
Yeah. But still, there's another one.
Yeah, we still liked it. So,
wow.
Hey, add it to the list.
Amazing. This book wasn't anywhere on my radar. It was an interesting read indeed. I'm so glad you liked it. And that I got you to read it. Her Soul to Take is Taboo. Ooh, juicy.
Is it?
Have you read the cheat sheets?
I have not. That was a very British intonation.
I know. Why the heck? I was hoping you wouldn't.
Cheat?
I was hoping you wouldn't call me out on it. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called attention to it.
I definitely would have called you out for it. So, okay.
No, I have not read it yet.
I don't think I've ever heard of this one. The cover in Australia is different, but I prefer yours. Is the Australia one with the person in it? Because I saw that one.
I didn't know it had a different one.
Yeah, there's like a person from, I think it's a shot from behind the person. That's what it is. Yes, it made me want to pick up Near the Bone. What's Near the Bone? That sounds intense. Had it on my TBR because Rebecca Lemon narrated the audiobook. Did you look up something?
I looked up the cover. Is this the cover that you have?
Oh wait, no. Sharni posted The Broken Girls. I forgot. Okay, yeah, The Broken Girls. Oh my god.
Is it this one?
That one. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer ours too.
I do too, but this isn't a bad cover for a thriller, I don't think.
It's a basic one though.
That's true. It's very basic. There's like 100 of them that are like that.
I know. Riley Sager's new book.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Basic. Into the thick of it. Yeah, every time I can't not hear that whenever I say that phrase. Janet's so good. The cheat sheet. It's Friends to Lovers. What does the cover look like? Let me look this up.
I think it's one of those cutesy covers.
Oh, okay. Is it a sports romance? There are like football play. Yep, it's a football romance.
There you go.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't remember the last time I read oh wait, yes I have. I read the 3rd romance book club series or book. That was really good. That was my last sports romance. But okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll put it on my TBR. Yeah, ours just looks like every other thriller ever. Agreed. It is. It's a ballet dancer and a football player. Oh, okay. Friends to lovers. We'll love to see it. All right. I'm going to end this. Oh, no. I have to film my truth or drink video. So we're going to do that. So if y'all who are here want to go to my Instagram story and throw in your juicy truth or drink questions, do it because I'm going to film in about 10 minutes. So, yeah. Subscribe to Hannah if you haven't already. Her channel will be linked down below. And she did 12 days of Bookmas. So
yeah.
So catch up on those.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Jan.
Yes, I loved it. I love this discussion. I love this book.
Me too. I'm so glad that we both loved it.
Thank you all for coming and discussing with us.
Thank you.
The next book is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill, I think.
Kelly Barnhill. That's a good one.
Oh, you loved it? Okay.
I loved it. I hope you love it. I'm sorry. I'm like scared to say that I liked a book now when recommending it to you.
It's witchy, so I probably will. And I'm excited for the little dragon friend.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, so Kat from BookTube Beginnings is my guest, and I don't know when the full moon is in January, but follow me on Instagram and I'll let y'all know. Goodbye. Good night. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.